stream. So that'll be nice to do Kaldheim. Hey, Ryan, thanks for the raid. If you're coming on over, we literally just started the stream for the day. I'm the Man of Leek. You'll find nothing but limited content here. Best of 3, because I don't like best of 1. Yeah, it's a fun time. We're relaxed. We do stream raiders. If you know what stream raiders are, you can pop a unit in. We'll do that battle in half an hour or so. We do marbles and give away playmats with this season's marble race finishing up in a week or so. Yeah, should be fun times. Should be fun times. Hey, Timber Channel, how's it going? Skeptical Hat. All right, what do we got here? We've got a Grakma and cards that aren't Grakma. I like a Royal Mage. I'm not taking it over Grakma. I like Adventure. I'm not taking it over Grakma. And everything else here kind of falls down another bit of a level, so we'll take the Grakma. Thanks for those follows coming on in. Brocon, HS Latin, Electro Brains, Ampelos. No chance you're getting into the top 3 of marbles. You never know. Just win every single race, and then you get yourself a playmat. Yeah, Golgari. Maybe I'll learn the Travis thing. Maybe I'll figure out how Semulin does it. I won't figure it out. We'll draft Golgari and I'll lose, but we'll try. We'll try. But yeah, thanks again, Ryan. Those of you who are here, if you don't know Ryan, he invented a little podcast, or co-invented, I suppose, a little podcast called Limited Resources. Worked for WotC and now streams a whole bunch of Limited over at twitch.tv/goingoptimal. Michael, thanks for that 23-month resub. Well, Golgari ain't here. I don't like Magmatic Channeler. It reads well. I've never really seen it go off. I think I like the Minotaur more than most things here. Bugcatcher's honestly pretty good. Also, I haven't drafted this set in a couple of weeks. I took last week off and I was doing Cube the week before that. We'll see if I remember things. But yeah, I think I prefer the Minotaur over the Bugcatcher. Yeah, like I said, I've just never seen this go off. I don't know what it is about it. 4 is probably a pretty big number to turn on the +3/+1. But yeah, let's take Minotaur, see where we end up. Royal Eruption, eh? I'll take a Minotaur into a Royal Eruption. There's obviously a Mystic if we want to really drive ourselves right on into an Archetype. But yeah, this is a pretty easy Royal Eruption. There's nothing here fighting for it, so we'll take that Royal. Oh, so my back is murdering me the past couple of days. Currently, it's on fire because of Icy Hot, so it's on fire in a good way. Give it a couple of hours, it'll be on fire in a bad way. Let's take this Royal Eruption. It's a very chill day. It's a very relaxed day. Fourth pick. Fourth pick Royal Eruption. We found our colors, I think. I think. Pack Beast is fine. Regrowth can do some work, but we're going to take fourth pick Royal Eruption for sure. Yeah, cards with Royal in their name are real good. Royal Eruption, Royal Mage, Into the Royal. Heck yeah. And yeah, we could just be Jund. Hey Orcish, how's it going? Ready for some marbles? We will do some marbles. Probably at the end of the first draft's third match, I guess. You know, the traditional place for marbles. Oh, my back. Hey, Kamenag, thanks for buying a Mana Leek Flag Bearer skin. For those of you who did come from Going Optimal's stream, we play this idle game. If you follow the link in chat with ! Stream Raiders, you can put a unit down every 5 minutes and then they automatically battle. It's a cool little idle game that we play, but you can buy a skin to support the stream, which is a flag bearer holding the Mana Leek emote. I am not a huge fan of any of these cards for our deck as it stands. Scion's probably the best. It would work in a red-black party deck, kind of. It is just a 3/3 flyer for 5, which is not bad. Electromancer, obviously, if we end up in that deck as well. But let's take this Scion, potentially seeing that black might be open a little bit here. Just because I don't feel like I'm missing anything else. And of course, if we're red-black and a bit of green, it all works out. But what if we were red-green and a bunch of colors? It's also an option. Also an option. Don't want the Felidar, don't want the Sentinel, don't want the Vampire, don't want the Deliberate, definitely don't want the Conundrum. Don't want the Veil, don't want the ACOG. Yeah, we take a Roiling Regrowth and see where we go. Maybe we'll just be all the colors, right? I remember when that was the cool thing to do in the format. Take all the Roiling Regrowths, take all the things, reclaim the wastes, and just play all the colors. Let's take that Regrowth. Iwakaza. I guess we'll just go Expedition Champion here. There's a potential we're going to push into Red-Black Party, which is a deck that I've enjoyed a fair bit. And I think the Red-Black Party tends to be ever so slightly slanted towards Warriors, so the Champion would work well. I don't want Blood Price. I don't really want a Sky Dancer. I'd play it. These are pretty equal, though. But yeah, let's take the Champion, see where we go. Did anybody know that green was wide open? 'Cause green's pretty wide open. Yeah, I should have taken the Broken Wings, apparently. Yeah, I'm going to take Rabid Bite here. But I'll take that and that and that and that, please. And thank you. Sem had a deck with 5 Rapid Bites? What? How? Why? How and why? Yeah, we got 2 Royal Eruptions. We got a Royal Eruption 4th pick. It was great. Well, not taking the black card. Not a fan. Not a huge fan. Probably just the best is the Baloth here. Yeah, let's take the Baloth and see where we go. Red-green. Red-green is a color combo I haven't played much. Second Baloth? Heck yeah. I guess in red-green, that's a place where you want a kite sail, eh? Just fly over with your Baloths out of nowhere. Pretty dang decent. And yeah, that Grakmaw may just be a Splash Maw. I don't hate Stomper. I don't love Stomper. I don't love Adventure Awaits, though. So yeah, let's take a Stomper. Nectar Pot has been surprisingly okay, and if we get a little bit spicy and play the Scion of the Swarm, Scion and Nectar Pot are pretty big friends. As much as we might splash here, I'm not going to play a Cleansing Wildfire. Last pick, Stalker, no respect. Yeah, I'll take a 3rd Royal Eruption, sure. Anytime. Anytime. Alto Guy, thanks for that 25-month resub. We are not going Golgari. We're going Gruel. Good old Gruel no archetype dot deck. Gruel good stuff. There's a chance we get that Akum Warrior back around. I've seen people pass that all the way. If we don't, there's nothing we want here. But I'm not saying no to a 3rd Royal Eruption. Gruelgari? Perhaps. Perhaps. Ugh. Ugh. What's the curve look like? Like, I'd play a Brute. I don't want a second pick it. I don't want Rubble Fort. I could take an Ambusher. Yeah, I think we're just on the Ambusher. 2-drops are important, right? Scandamoose, thanks for that follow. And Magic Star 1. And a Cure of Death. I believe I missed all of you. Yeah. Can never hate a 2-drop, right? Had 3 Royal Eruptions, 4 into the Royals. Jeez. Base Camp helps splash the Cleric. Yeah, but it doesn't help anything else. Base Camp, I think, putting into your deck is a fairly big detriment unless you're going nutty on party, and even then. This looks like a pretty easy GOP. GOP is just a great card. 5/3 trample for 3, because it's generally going to be a 5/3 trample when you want it to be. Scythecat also very good. No to the adventure, no to the rider, no to the tuk tuk, no to anything else. GOP'd get in there. We've got a Fisher. We've got a Reclaim to help us splash. We also have a Kite Sail. This might be a Kite Sail deck. Minotaur, Stomper, Baloth, Geopede. I think I kind of want a Kite Sail in this deck, and I don't think I'm missing this Reclaim or this Broken or this Stomper or this Fisher. I'm going to take the Kite Sail. Have I ever played a Tuk Tuk? I think I did once in like a ludicrously hyper aggro deck, and it was still not super worth it. Like, sure, it won me some games, but I'm pretty sure just having like one more turn would have also won me the game. I'll certainly splash a Feed. I don't want a Barrage. I don't want a Blade. We have one Regrowth. I probably do want to Reclaim at some point, but I'm just going to play the Feed. I think we're going to go relatively Jundy. Hey, Smuggling Barrel. Hope you're doing well, too. And hopefully 2021 is much better. Going into it with a sore ass back, though. Not fun. Scythecat. Not too bad. Not too bad. Don't want a knife. Don't want a Zendikar. Don't want a blade. Take a cat. Another Geopede. Another Feed. Oh, 2 Geopedes with a Kite Sail. Mwah, I say. I feel like we're actually not that party, are we? 3 warriors and a cleric. All right, we are red-green, not party things. No, Crab. Why are you here so late? Crab decks are my decks. They're my jam. I love Crab Jam. I don't think we're playing anything here, like maybe a Nectar Pot. We're not playing Tuk Tuk. We're not playing Wildfire. We're not playing Constructor. Let's take the Nectar Pot. I don't think we're playing a second one, though. Cleansing? We already have one, which I don't super plan on playing. Hey, there's the Brute that I really didn't want to... No, this was the Brute that I didn't want to first pick. I doubt that makes the deck. I'll take 20 gems. Sure. Yeah, I'll take 20 gems, sure. Sideboard Broken Wings, maybe main deck. We're already at 21 playables, probably not main deck, but maybe. Maybe. I could splash the Crab, it's true. I don't like either of these cards. I'll take a Blade. Yeah, 20 gems is not too bad. I mean, it's not too good either. People definitely overstate it, because it's what? 1.3% of a draft. So if I just get 100 more, then we're there. Huh. I've got a Cobra. Sproutling's not buying back much, right? And by much, I mean anything? 3 royals. Deadly Alliance would be a very cute part of our black package here, but we'll just take a Cobra. Cobra's fine. And it's 20 gems. Think you get an average 100 free gems per draft? That's not too bad. That's still 1/15th of a draft. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. Because, yeah, we're getting what? 20, 40, 60 right now. Okay. We've got Colony. I don't think we have enough kicker to really want that Gecko. But I mean, it's also just not bad, and the Gnarlid colony might wheel. If the colony doesn't wheel, we get a second Broken Wings, we get the Reclaim the Waste that we maybe want, we get a third Baloth, which would not be awful, we get this, which would not be awful. So maybe we take the Gecko just in case. Just in case. Desert DBA, thanks for that 23-month resub. Because right now, yeah, you know what? And it's a 2-drop. It's probably just fine. Another Rabid Bite. Heck yeah, we're okay on creatures. We are okay on creatures. We will take that Rabid Bite. Don't want the Stomper. Nope, 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 nope. Boop. Cards. Cards. Content Cargo, thanks for that follow. So we're not doing anything with Hornbeetle, eh? Like that. Yeah, we're not really doing Hornbeetle. Don't really want the Spellcraft. No. It's between Minotaur and Ascetic, and I think it's probably just Minotaur. Yeah, we'll just take the Minotaur. Wouldn't have mind getting like a Florahedron or something. I don't hate this deck. We got a Jiraga Visionary. That's fine. No. Jiraga. Ooh, a veteran adventurer, eh? But we're not really making you cheaper still, are we? 5 warriors, 1 wizard. And a cleric. I honestly might just want the Scythe Cat instead. Yeah, let's keep our curve low. Take the Scythe Cat. Veteran Adventurer, very good card. Maybe just not for our deck. There's a chance that we keep an Aesthetic in. We could also just do a second Kite Sail. Do we just want to steal wins left and right? I might want to. I might want to. Nah, that's dumb. That's dumb. Let's take the Aesthetic. Might Dauntless. No to any of that. We're going to steal some wins with that Kite Sail. Don't want anything here. Maybe a Snarecaster for the side. All right. Do we actually want the Reclaim? There's a chance we just cut the Scion Nectar Pot shenaniganery. And so we're really just looking for 1 black source at some point for the feed and the Grakmaw. So there's a chance a third Baloth is better. And we have 1. It's too late now. We have 1 Broken Wings, 1 Broken Wings. Take a Stomper. Not going to play it. Take a second Ascetic. Probably doesn't make the main deck, but we'll see. We'll take a Sneaking Guide. No. And a Marasa Brute. No. 80 gems. 80 gems. All right. 4 cuts. So this Scion, we are just gaining life off the Nectar Pot right now, eh? Just off the Nectar Pot. So I think we just cut that package entirely. And then we have to ask ourselves, how is this Gecko doing with Kicker? Just the Royal Eruptions. I mean, making them cheaper is nice, but I don't think it's important enough, so I think we can cut the Gecko. Creature count 17. We're kind of lacking. No, we're fine. 3 black sources. Yeah, we've got a Roiling Regrowth, so I'm willing to be a little bit greedy on 3 black sources here. Generally, you do 3 sources for 1 card. So 3 is actually... We arguably should be playing like 3.3 black sources or something. But yeah, 3 is pretty correct here, I think. A lot of people do tend to do 1 source for like 1 card. Like they would play 1 black card, so they would play 1 swamp. That's called the Mize Swamp. And it's dangerous because you're very unlikely to draw it. And in a format dominated by crabs, it may be in your graveyard. Maybe 1 less warrior. Which warriors? Or do you just mean warriors in general? I'm wondering if I want to cut the Stomper. Like, I know kind of our plan is to steal wins with Kite Sail, but Stomper always underimpresses me for what it is. But yeah, since we do want party to be a little bit online for these Minotaurs, we do want to cut what we have the most of, which would be warriors. So we cut a brute, 3 other warriors. Is it a better ceiling that this might be a 4-3? Or is it a better ceiling if this is always just a 3-3? 3 other warriors, and 2 of them should be pretty close to winning us the game. I think I might prefer the brute over the champion. And then I think I'm going to cut the Stomper. Yeah, because like if we have a flying 5-4, which we have 3 of, or if we have a flying 6-5, yeah, I don't think we need the Stomper. Alpaca Beard, thanks for that follow. Yeah, Stomper's very low value, even with MDFC stuff. Like, if you're dropping a 6-drop 6-5 trample, and you're bouncing a bunch of stuff back, there's a point where you're just going overkill. All right, let's go with this. Let's get a game going. Oh my god. That icy hot did not kick in the way that it should have. It was icy, but it was not that hot. All right, let's play first. This deck does not look great. You don't look great. This is fine. We'll draw our 3rd land. Roiling Regrowth will get us going. Seems good. Fair. Got morphine? No, I do not. Pass the turn. Hey, Ursula. Yep, Zendikar forever. We will probably just regrowth on their turn, get Grakma out. What's Grakma do again? 3-3. Another creature with a counter dying on it. Grakma grows, Grakma dies. It becomes, yep, XX. Spoilers start next week for Kaldheim? Yep. My preview card is on the 7th. Assuming they send it to me. Yeah. At least I like this format. Like, I don't have that much of a problem that Zendikar has been here forever. I would like a red and a black, please. What if we just draw cards instead? What if we just drop a Baloth? Baloth gets pretty stampy. Let's get stompy. Draw a land, make it big, rabid bite, stomp. What's my preview card? They haven't sent it to me yet. I'm hoping they get more organized. Yeah, probably something with hexproof. We'll take 3. I'm not trading my Baloth. It's much more high value here. There we go. There's the plan. There's the plan. Make it big. Make it fight. Smashy, smashy. Drop a Grakma. We did it. We did the plan. Part of the issue with how long this has been is usually you get a nice supplemental set at some point, but Arena has garbage supplemental things. Yeah, we had Cube, we had Kaladesh, whatchamacallit. But I mean, the supplement set that we usually get is like Conspiracy, or something that you don't normally play. This set is around 2 weeks longer than Eldraine was, and 4 weeks longer than any set since original Theros. I went through it. I did the math. Basically every set between original Theros and Eldraine was 112 days. And Zendikar is around for 135 days. Eldraine was 120, and Khans was 119. By far your favorite set draft so far, Premier? I'd like to try old sets with pod draft too, though. Yeah, this, I don't think this cracks, this doesn't crack my top 5. But I mean, of the last few years, yeah, this is definitely a pretty high one. 4 mana up, eh? 4 mana up. Let's trade a Grakma. You wanna give me a 3/3? Give me a nice little 3/3 here. Good, but not amazing. It might make my top 10, maybe. Vanquish. Rude. Well, for that, deal with a 5/4 next turn. Can't wait to see how watered down Innistrad is next year. We'll see. I was going to say I've never disliked an Innistrad set, but then I remembered Avacyn Restored would technically be called an Innistrad set. But I mean, Innistrad is still my second favorite not unstable format. Dark Ascension was great. It was just watered down Innistrad. Shadows over Innistrad was pretty good. I found the synergy was tied up a little bit too much at Uncommon, but that was more a sealed issue than a draft issue. And then Eldritch Moon is one of my favorites. All right. What if, because we have 3 of these Royal Eruptions, what if we said goodbye to that Geyser Mage? Just go away. Just get. And then what if we smashed? MTGA is out of beta? Well, someday. Yeah, Eldritch Moon was great. Why was Avacyn so bad? Yeah, black was nearly unplayable. It was designed with this idea of being a loner color, so you were supposed to only play black. If you only played black, like mono black, it was still bad, but it got better. And yeah, it had this weird mechanic where you were rewarded for having a creature on the board and no more than one. Which is not how Magic is played. And then beyond that, it just had a lot of weak cards and then incredibly swingy cards with Miracle. Yeah, it was a bad set. It was a bad set. Oh, I guess we could have run that battle early. Man, taking a week off makes you forget how everything works. Absolutely everything. Okay, opponent, can you deal with a hasty 5/4? No/no? No/no? At least Miracle gave us the best moment in competitive Magic. Fair. Oh no, my 3/3. Stop it. Keep a land back for the bug things, you know, the Geopedes. What moment is that? Kibler playing. Goodbye, deck. All right, our opponent's going to learn why that card's not that good. Milling does not do anything unless it wins the game. Yeah, so Kibler, I think it was like a team. Was it team? Because like LSV was sitting beside him. Maybe they were just watching. All right, so they're dead. Bye. It was a team Pro Tour? Okay. And then, yeah, Miracle Bonfire off the top just destroyed the game. Game was instantly over. And it was caught on video, and it was very emblematic or emphatic. Kibler being like looking and then being like, oh, and then LSV with the. It was a good moment. It was a good moment. That was back when competitive Magic had moments. Like Galvanic Blast, Galvanic Blast, Galvanic Blast. I don't remember who was involved in that, just that it was Rich Hagen commentating on it. I want to say it was like Finkel something. Or no, it was Finkel and Palo, I think, where Finkel made the big mistake. Blocking with wolves, not attacking with wolves, something. Something. Lightning Helix? Thank you for the notification, Netflix. Sure. You're never throwing this hand away, but it doesn't look the best. Oh, we got a battle. Let's run that battle. Our opponent seems to be taking a bit of time anyways. We should have started this one early. I think this battle is going to take like 3 seconds. So yeah, if you're new and you're not familiar with Stream Raiders, it's just an auto battler. So people have placed units and now the units are just doing their thing. You then get to upgrade your units with gold that you get. Make them better, make them stronger, kill more things. Cayman Ag with most kills, Jailor with most assists, 5 gold to everybody, Cryptic Dreams with a bomber, Mooch with a barbarian, and 3 tanks to Aki Gaming. Let me quickly collect these things, and then let's move on to a level 2. So yeah, if you follow the link in chat, you can pop a unit down just like this. There's no real strategy. If you hover over a unit, you might see a green sword appear over a bad guy. That means that that unit is a little bit extra good. So if you wanted to get into the strategy, that's an option. Still no land. That's unfortunate, but we'll get Teeter Peak down here. Pass the turn. Yeah, the new Stream Raiders event is like a retro Game Boy kind of thingy. The announcers were basically wrestling announcers. Yeah, kind of. Like Rich Hagen was a great announcer. Palaka? But my things. Joke's on you. I can't cast them anyways. Take the Shatter Skull. That's fair. That's fair. Smashy, smashy. Drop a cat. Did I play it all on my time off, or did I avoid the game completely? This is the first time I've played since my stream on the 16th. Played a lot of board games. Played a ton of board games. We finished our 10 by 10, playing 10 of our games 10 times each. And then we finished the Mechs vs. Minions campaign entirely. Land for turn. Smashy, smashy. Got yourself a Zulaport. Vanquish. Fine. Got more where that came from. Drop the Baloth, pass the turn. Back pain. Got a game called Crown of Amara. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ooh, pretty decently rated. Signed by Benjamin Schuer. Looks pretty Euro. Economic, medieval, action queue, hand management, modular board. It's got a rondel mechanic. Huh. I've not heard of it. Just came out a couple years ago, though. Ali Fox, thanks for that host. Geyser Mage, sure. So it looks like our opponent is also on the Mana Screw plan. Well, you're 3, right? You're 3. Yeah, we are going to bite. No. We have not played a land. We're going to Royal Erupt. And then I guess we may as well get the Baloth flying now for future posterity. We got Forbidden Island, Forbidden Desert, and Sushi Roll. Forbidden Island, I haven't played Forbidden Island, but Forbidden Desert's great. And I mean, Forbidden Island is basically the same thing, just slightly different mechanics. Name of the Wind expansion to Call to Adventure. Now that I haven't heard of. Oh, it's Bite Not Fight. Of course it's Bite Not Fight. I told you I haven't played Magic for like a week and a half. I haven't played Zendikar for a long time. 3, 4, 5, and you're 2 to equip, so pump. And congrats, you now fly. It's a bite, not a fight. It's in the name. It's in the name. Boy, our opponent's heavily mana screwed here. Are they us? It's the kind of screw that I have. Call to Adventure is like a short story role playing deck builder. Oh, interesting. You got yourself a Shadow Stinger, eh? Yeah, you don't need that. Because we're going to have a flying snake. So what's it called? Call to Adventure. A unique rune rolling system. This is in the the level of board games that I'm not familiar with, like the 800s on Board Game Geek, which means they're still exceptionally good games, but they're not the like top 100. All right, what if a Geopede were to fly? At some point, this opponent's going to die. At some point. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But someday. They've only used what? 4 pieces of removal? Go through your character's youth, adolescence, adult life, making up a story based on the cards you draft. That sounds actually very cool. Oh, interesting. We're doing the big gigantic exit tomorrow. Exits are a sort of an escape room style game. And the one that we're going to play is like a double sized one. And then suddenly it's 2021 and we're going to start a new 10 by 10 challenge, except we're going to do a 20 by 10 challenge. Play 20 games 10 times. Ant tried to buy an exit game for 5 of us on Christmas Eve. Did not go over, as I knew it wouldn't. Like you had it, tried to buy, and then you did not allow her to buy it? Or you mean it did not go as well while trying it? But I would also never, ever recommend doing one of those games with 5 people. That's too many people. She brought it, only your dad and you were playing it. And it was Exit brand, right? Like it was just called Exit. It wasn't Escape the Room or anything. Which one was it specifically, if you remember? Because there is a significant issue. Abandoned Cabin. Abandoned Cabin's a very good one. But yeah, so anything abandoned cabin's a 2.5 difficulty. Anything below abandoned cabin, the puzzles are linear. You do a puzzle and solve it, which leads to the next puzzle, which means it's awful for like even at two people, it means that one person may not be doing anything for a bit. At least with abandoned cabin and the higher ones, there are sometimes like multiple puzzles going on. But again, you don't want to play with a large group, an exit game. You want to play two people. And honestly, they work solo as well. 5 people is a no-go. We'll draw a land. I liked abandoned cabin though. Are the exit games dexterity based? They are not dexterity based, no. But you do need to manipulate things in a way that I would not want to do on tabletop sim. Like you might have to cut cards up, you might need to fold cards, you might need to lay a whole bunch of cards in different ways. There's a book that has a whole bunch of pages that you need to do stuff with. You could probably finagle it somehow in Tabletop Simulator, but it would be a pain in the ass. Unlock works pretty decently in Tabletop Simulator. Unlock is another, people call it an escape room. It's really more like an old Geopede represents the most damage. It's also kind of the most susceptible to like a subtle strike or something. Yeah, I think I want the Brute down. Brute dies to a lot of things that they might have, but it doesn't die to a subtle strike. It's more like a point and click adventure game. You're getting an inventory of items and then combining those items with things to do things. But it's all app based using cards, and it's really, really, really fun. All right, we need to murder that Baloth before it gets too big for its britches. And then attack for a total of 1 damage in the grand scheme of things. So instead you got to play a bad cards against clone with your grandma. Fun. But that is another thing that some people don't like about the exit games is you do destroy them. But they're also like, they're $15 Canadian for like an hour of entertainment. I've paid a heck of a lot more than that. Okay, so they're sitting on like a deadly alliance. So, I mean, may as well make them use it on the Minotaur here. Shoot it. Shoot it good. A roiling regrowth. Okay. 3rd color? Nope. Hey, we did some real damage there finally. Throwing axes for an hour for 4 people's $80? Yeah. So $15 for exit is great. Zoff consumption. Our opponent's not playing great cards, but they're making it look amazing. We're going to smash. How can we do the most damage? We want to go with a Scythe Cat, get a counterplay Geopede. Then a land represents 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Baloth would only represent 6. So yeah, Scythe Cat, land, Geopede. All right, opponent, calm down. Yeah, we need to kill that flyer. Yeah, I don't have black. If I had black, the flyer would be dead and it would be great. Oh no, not another one. Dead in 2 turns. All right, do they have to block here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If they don't block, they're dead. And if they block, we get to wipe their board. So yeah, so we come in. If they don't block, they're just dead to the Royal Eruption. And now we get to kill the other Gloom Hunter and drop a Baloth. Whew. We're still in trouble. You know, they could do some things. They probably won't. 6-5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6-5 doesn't do it. 6-5 does not do it. We are currently doing 10, and if we hit a land, we're doing even more. Hey, we're doing even more. Smashy, smashy. Whew. Did not think we were going to get out of that one, but it was a timely Royal Eruption. So I don't want to side in a Broken Wings for 2 Gloom Hunters. Theoretically, those aren't an issue. A Snarecaster, though, stops them right in their tracks. So let's go with that. Thinking of getting Code Vein or Octopath Traveler. I always look at Octopath Traveler as a game that you could play on a treadmill. But it's also a JRPG. And I remember that, well, I loved Chrono Trigger. I don't know if I'd love Chrono Trigger today. Well, that's a better starting hand. I also just learned about Ubisoft Plus and realized that that's probably something that I'm going to subscribe to. I don't really care about that Mucklord, so let's get to growing this cat. Because I saw Ubisoft Plus and I was like, I don't want to subscribe to another thing. But then I was like, you know what? I want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want to play Immortals Phoenix Rising. Apparently that game is super good. Hitman 3 is coming out next month. Those 3 games, if I were to purchase those 3, and Odyssey, I already own Odyssey though on Steam, those 3 games would cost me the same as subscribing to Ubisoft Plus for 2.5 years. So as long as I play those 3 games within 2.5 years, it's cheaper to just get Ubisoft Plus. Plus, I can then play other games. I can try The Division, because that was a game that I was always like, I wouldn't mind trying that for like an hour and seeing if I hate it or not. Heard more mixed things about Phoenix Rising. I listened to the DLC podcast and they have raved about it nonstop. They think it's absolutely amazing. And it sounds exactly the kind of story I like, where like Call of Juarez, it's a unreliable narrator. So the narrator will be like saying what happened, and then somebody else is like, no, that didn't happen. And then like the game changes dynamically to be like, oh yeah, you're right. It didn't have 7,000 arms. Why the Visionary over the Baloth? I wanted to draw a card, which Baloth was probably better. All right, let's get rid of that Mammoth. Well, it's not big. And then Smashy, smashy. Smashy, smashy. And we'll drop a Geopede here, because that's going to be a heck of a Roiling Regrowth turn next turn. 3 lands. This is a 9 trample, and this is a 7 trample. We're going to be coming in for 16 trample. That's rude. That's also very rude. Well, there goes that plan. Yeah, the Division's a game where it's like, I'm pretty sure I would really like to play it for a few hours and then be like, okay. Kind of like Destiny. I really kind of want to play Destiny, or I guess Destiny 2 at this point, and be like, oh, okay, I played that for a little bit. Now we're done. All right, opponent. Need you to stop. Need you to stop. Yeah, I've also had Breath of the Wild for at least a year and not played it. The trick is I really like playing Switch games on the treadmill when I'm like walking on the treadmill, not running on the treadmill. Um, and that's not a game you can play while walking straight. Stardew Valley, that's a game you can play while walking straight. All right, let's play a Baloth. And if necessary, the Baloth can get unreasonably large, but not needed. All right, we're 2-0. We're 2-0. How's the Stream Raiders battle coming? We got 47 people in to level 2. Yeah, my issue is I never know when to start those early. Let's keep that up for a little bit. Still recommend Red Dead. Yeah, I just haven't bought Red Dead yet. It's like 30% off right now. Not a fan of open world games. Yeah, I like open world games is the trick. I love just like finding all the points on the map. You know, the Ubisoft thing. Got Red Dead 2 for Christmas so far. Only played a little bit so far. Yeah, I loved Red Dead 1. I'm assuming I'll love Red Dead 2. But it's one of the games where I would need to find the time to play it, and so I shouldn't buy it until I have found that time. Thoughts on Cyberpunk? I haven't played it. I probably won't for at least a year. Our first mulligan. On the draw, I still think it would be too greedy. Hey, look, it's the same hand, but worse. Yeah, let's go to 5. There we go. There's a Grakma on 3. Let's ditch the Baloth because Jiraga can fix things. Do I want to curve out or do I want to Jiraga on hopefully 4? I guess we curve out because we may not hit a 4th land, although statistically we will. Yeah, like Cyberpunk has its issues, so I'll let them sort itself out. Plus, I wouldn't have time to play it right now, anyways. Well, you're not going to block that. And let's drop a Grakma. Arthur Morgan's an even better character than John Marston. Ooh. Pack Beast. All right, what if we said goodbye to that Gomafada Vanguard? Do I want to say goodbye to the Gomafada Vanguard? Do I just want to attack in? I think I just want to attack in because if they double block one of these things, we wipe their board. Double block something, I dare ya. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Goodbye to your board. And Grakma survives. Get Cyberpunk after they release Cyberpunk Blood and Wine. Fair. Let's go Royal. Kill that. In for 3, drop a snake. And now we need to ask our opponent nicely to not, just don't do anything for a turn. They weren't supposed to listen. I don't trust that they listened to me. 5? What you got? Cutthroat? Spellcraft? Sure. Sure thing. Sure thing, Reno. We'll drop a Brute, and we will make the Brute fly. Yeah, they did exactly what I asked, but then they did something on my turn, which, I wasn't a big fan of that. Field research. Now that's the kind of nothing I like. Nimble Trap Finder, sure. Yeah, Cobra is not important to me. Take 6, go to 5, and we drop a Geopede. Seems good. Seems good. Make the Geopede fly, and they're dead if we have a land. Yeah, it's not a fruit fly. It's a brute fly. Gomafata Vanguard. What else you got? So you've got an Into the Royal? Oh, you're going to have to show me it. Recast. Smashy, smashy. Like more story in games, so pseudo open world games like Mass Effect you enjoy way more. Mass Effect 2 is the worst Mass Effect in your opinion. Knew the ending from the start. It makes sense. Yeah, the story in games is why I play games generally, which is why I don't like boss fights. Okay, so our opponent's got the interesting. They're like they look like they're technically wizards, but are also just surprise kill you very fast with 2-drop warriors and stuff. They look like if they draw properly, they just crush you. So let's hope they don't do that. And go back in. Yeah, let's go back in. Just need game journalism mode? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'll keep this on the draw. That's almost guaranteed a Geopede on 3, and maybe it's actually a Grakma on 3. Games journalist difficulties all you can handle. I'm a weirdo who likes walking simulators, so I'm a weirdo who likes walking simulators and also loves Dark Souls. Gomafata Vanguard. Okay, that is still really trying to be a Grakma, but need to find a forest. And yeah, I think that they win if they curve out properly. So let's stop them from curving out properly. D&D cookbook for Christmas? Nice. I have not heard about that. Just started playing Death Stranding. I got Death Stranding with my video card. I just haven't played it yet, but I think I would enjoy it because it's walking and carrying packages. That's my speed. All right, we could Grakma and make it fly, or we could drop a Baloth. And then the Baloth flies next turn, but then we don't get to drop turn timber. So, yeah, Baloth represents more damage next turn, and it might not even need to fly next turn. Did I get it as a package deal, or did I get it? When you bought an RTX 20 whatever card, you got a code for Death Stranding. All right, so I suspect they're going to have an Into the Royal here, so we're not going to bother with the Kite Sail. Yeah, there's the Royal. So we'll just drop the Turn Timber then. Use all of our mana. Can make that fly next turn and drop a Baloth. Last video card, you got AC Black Flag and Richer 3. Well, that's a pretty good bundle. Hokey dokes. Well, let's attack in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the land, but I think we just want a Geopeting Drachma here. Expedition Diviner kills Geopede, sure. Goodbye, Geopede. Yeah, let's make Turn Timber fly. And then let's come on and slam. Yeah, get rid of that Rock Slide Sorcerer. Heck yeah. Oh, Bane Veil. Oh! I mean, we still get Grakmaw back. That wasn't the worst turn, but it hurt a little bit. 2 cards in hand. Yeah, let's go Baloth. That wasn't the worst turn, but it wasn't great. Seagate? Well, we've got time. We've got time. 1, 2. Yeah, so let's suit up a Baloth. And let's send it in. And let's drop another Baloth. Relic Amulet? Oh, okay, so this is in fact just a very good Wizards deck. That can also curve out and crush face. No attacks? I like it. I like it a lot. In? Yeah, in. Hey, Idstro. Hey, Nickel. How's it going? All right, so we get him down to 5 here. We get Draga Visionary. Draw. Ooh. Oh, that's decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do believe that's lethal. We are red-green, splashing Grakmaw and Feed the Swarm. And our opponent is what you refer to as dead? Easy 3-0. That's what happens when you take a 2-week break from Magic. You come back, you draft a deck that a mod tells you looks bad, and you 3-0. Showing Obsidian. It's the best thing in the world.